Now, the next thing we go discuss na forms. Why forms dey important? You see, HTML and web development no be just about showing things to your visitors. Most times you sef you go wan collect information from them. For this, na forms we dey use. If you wan collect information like their contact information, their login details, anything wey you need to collect from your viewers, na through form you go collect am. Now, forms dey very easy to understand, but as you dey go, you go dey add more features and more features to your forms. So sometimes e dey look like say e dey complex, but if you just calm down, pay attention, dey patient, no rush, you go understand forms for HTML. So wetin you go do now na say we go add another link to our navigation. I will copy this list down and change am to contact, and I will add this contact page. So I go create this new page. Again, you remember how I train you to create new page for HTML. You fit use this opportunity to try create new page for HTML to test your skills. But since me, I no wan waste our time, I will just copy our opening tags and elements from our original page. Then I go edit this information to just change them to reflect our new page. All of this information we do for our old home page, and we just add this new information to change them to fit our new page, which is our contact page. So now we don't get our new page, the contact page ready, we go use and learn forms. Now, we go start by creating article. Inside this article, I tell you say e good for articles to get their own headings attached to them so that the browser go know wetin this article dey about. So I will use heading 2. Now, under the heading 2, I will call use paragraph. This paragraph, I will say, feel free to contact me. Now, we will come start the add our form. To add form for HTML, you go add the form opening and closing tags. Then you go put action. This action now to show the completer where e go set the data where our users fill for the form. After they click submit, now this form attribute, now there we dey put our URL of our back end where the computer will send all the details of the form so that the back end go collect the information, save for our database so that we fit access the information to get information about our customers, or B, the users fit use their information log in anytime they want log in back to our website. But since we no get any back end for now, and since this course no dey about back end, I no go put any form URL for our back end for here. We go just move on to show how we dey create the front end of our form. Okay, so after you don't create the form opening and closing tag, and you don't write your form URL where the submit go enter, the next thing we go do now, we go come dey create the actual label and input. Most of the things wey you go see inside form elements for HTML na label and input. So now, label na in most people dey write first, but if you like your input first, one thing wey you go know na say label and input dey work together. E dey very important to know say label and input dey work together. So if you write one label followed by input, or if you write one input followed by label, those two inputs and label na the same thing, but we dey use the label show say the data wey we connect with this input na this label e dey for. So basically, label dey show wetin the input dey about. How we go take connect our label and input na through attributes. Label dey get in own attributes, and input too dey get in own attributes. One of the most important attributes for label na 4. These 4 attributes na im go associate the label and the input. So we dey use the 4 to write the name of the label. Any name we write for inside these 4, you go make am the ID of your input. So now if I do the ID attributes of these inputs, anything where I set them to, now im go be the 4 of this label. So first, make I use first main as our first input. That is the first information we go collect from our users. The input attributes plenty, but let me start with the most important one. The most important ones na type, name, and ID. Now, different inputs there for HTML. And na type we take the separate what input type from another. So the first input type we'll go look at na the text input. This text input, they collect text information from our users. So it will show as input text. If you get your input type as text, the next attribute la main attribute. This main la the main way our server could take identify these inputs. And finally, you get the ID attribute. Now, this ID attribute, I tell you, say must correlate with our label so that the browser of you knows, okay, this label like for this specific input. Mind you, the name attributes they different from the ID attributes. The name attributes now for the server to know the name of this information will be the collect with this box. The ID attributes now to show say it will match with the label for attributes. Now, if you they use better code editor like VS Code, if you automatically add these attributes for you, you could just use the shortcut input plus the kind of input we dey collect. For instance, I would use input. So we go just do input semicolon text. Then it go automatically add the major attributes, the type, name, and ID attributes. Now, once we get our label and our input, we don't get one entry for our phone. Be that now we fit see how it will show for our browser. Apart from the input attributes wey we don look at, which is the main, the type, and the ID, another input attribute wey we get na the placeholder attribute. The placeholder attributes like e dey tell our users the kind things wey we want make dem put there. The placeholder na just something wey go show to show them an example. Once they begin to dey type, this placeholder go comot. Now, I will show you the placeholder, how e take dey look for our browser. Finally, another thing wey we go look at the attributes wey we dey call required. These required attributes no be like the other attributes wey be say we go put quotes. This one no get any quotes. Na just keyword wey you go put. E dey show say wetin dey this input dey required. So you gats enter. If you no put am, you no fit submit before. I know say you go don see plenty forms for online wey be say you wan fill something, but if you no fill one thing, e go tell you say this thing dey important. You gats fill am or else you no fit submit the form. Now this required keyword na im we take the draw. Now when we don't know the most important attributes, we fit create another input. So we will copy the label and the input of this first main wey we do. We go make up the next input, but we go edit that so that this one no go be first main again. It go be last main. Then we go also change the next attributes, the 4 attributes for the label, and then the main attributes, the ID and the placeholder for the input. Now, remember, see, inline elements no dey form their own line. They no dey form their own block. Now, why these two inputs dey side by side? Because both of them are inline elements. Wetin we dey take dey use dey separate them na CSS. We fit use CSS to make them appear on a blue line, or we fit just do the smartest thing, which is to use a block element. So this block element go automatically separate them. We no go dey use CSS to separate them. So we go use either paragraph or div. Div na block element. So we go use div. So we go put both of our labels and inputs inside div so that they will date on their own line. Now, may we see am for our website. Okay, now we don't build 2 inputs. When we do another one, we will copy this one like I did before and then change that to input password. Now, you go change the ID, the title, and the 4 and other attributes so they change as number. Then this style, instead of input text, it go be input password. The difference between input text and password, let's say, if you dey write for input text, you go dey see the words and the sentences really dey write. But if you dey write for input passwords, you know what see what you dey write so that people know but they see your password as you dey type am. You go cover up with these thick dots to hide your input. Now, the next one wey we go do like say we go copy again and change again like we dey do before, and then we go change our input to phone number. This phone number go input type, not be phone o. Some people dey make the mistake, they go think say na input phone, na input pair. Now, this type pair, if you use that for your browser, you fit no see difference. But if you use them for your phone, e go bring out the number keypad instead of regular ABCD keypad. Now, why sometimes if you go website, you won't press number, automatically go just bring number. You go look say how they take look say na number I won't put. And because you get programmed well with the right inputs and the right attributes. Now, the next one we go look at na number. For this one, we go copy and change as usual, but we go remove this required and placeholder because e no dey required for our phone. Now, the type will be number. Wetin be number input? This number input na to make your users dey able to choose specific number, and e get where we say this one dey show for our browser. E no dey show like our input there or our input text. We dey show as numbers. We be say they fit click arrows to choose the number. This number input to get e own attributes. We be say others no get. The first one are noon, and the second one na max. Me now to show the lowest numbers where your users free choose, and max now to show the highest one where you want make them be able to choose. Then we get the step attribute. This step they show how long or how much the number will increase as they click the arrows to choose. And then we get the value. And this value they show which number will they there when they start to they click. Now, all of these things will make sense once I show you. You see here as we they click the arrow, it they grow by the value where we set for our step. And as you they click, they go up, they go up. You know if you go past our max, and if you click, they go down, they go down. You know if you click past your mean. Now, the next one we go do now say we go create a modern laid bear. We go make our favorite fruit because you want make our users choose their favorite fruit. But instead of input, we go use the tags where we they call select. We go open another div. We go open select, and then we go fill the main and ID attributes. Now, select no be like input. Select gets opening and closing tag, so you can write things for the middle. Now, wetin dey the middle na the option tag opening and closing. We dey tell our users say you guys select amongst these options. Inside this middle of our select, we go get plenty options. We be say our users fit choose from, and the options too go get their own attribute wey be the value of the option. But this value no be the text wey dey the middle. The text wey dey the middle of the opening and closing tag, nothing will be waiting our users go see where they go choose from. But the actual value will go same as the information wey they choose. Na go dey inside this value attributes. You fit get the same things as your value and the text wey dey the middle of the opening and closing tag, and you fit get different ones. It depends on how you want to take code your website. So I will give them different options to choose from as their favorite fruit. I will give them mango option, then I will give them 4 more options: apple, banana, orange, and guava. Then I will add another option, other, for people who say their favorite fruit will be mango, apple, banana, orange, and guava. So now I will show you how it go show for our website. You see here the first option, now it be the automatic one where it go choose. Now it will be the one we go show first. But if we change the default, how we go do it? I say we go add new attributes will be selected. These selected attributes now another one maybe say na keyword. So you don't need to write equal to quote quote. No, you go don't like the keyword selected. You go show say now this one we want maybe automatically be selected. They free change them, but my go first show automatically instead of our first one wey dey the top. Now, your selected na just one place with the other. Also, if you get options like this, normal, na only one options na in your viewers and your website visitors fit choose among the options. But if you want make dem fit choose more than one, you go gats use another keyword wey we dey call multiple. But this keyword, you go put am inside the select opening tag, no be inside any of the options tag